Alrighty, I had a good question here on, say you're transporting a patient, and we're just going to use nitro as an example. It's running at 3 mil an hour, which is 5 mics a minute. Say the nurses, which a lot of hospitals do, they'll set it so that your IV pump alarms every half hour. That's just a reminder for them to go in, check the patient, check the IV fluids, check their IV site, make sure it's good. So you're taking a patient down the road. You were told the patient's on 5 mics a minute of nitroglycerin, and they're to remain on that, say, unless their pain increases. So the patient started out, chest pain was a 2 when you were at the ambulatory care. You get to Columbus Grove and he starts with pain. He says it's increased to a 6. You need to change the rate. The doctor gave you the order to titrate as needed. So you're going to need to change the rate of your nitro. You're going to hit channel select, and you know by reading the screen this is the nitro. So you're hitting your channel select. Channel B, you're right there. It's continuous infusion. You're going to hit your rate. You want to increase it to 10 mics. So you can go down to your dose, increase it from, it was at 5 mics, which is 3 mil. You want to increase it to 10. You increased it, it automatically, when you look, your rate increases to 6 mil. Your volume was set at 1 mil, and you're now at 10 mics a minute. Now you need to hit start. It's beeping, it's reminding you need to do something with channel B. You see it flashing, you hit start. You're now running at 10 mics a minute. When you look at your screen here, you have your maintenance infusion, which is your saline still running. Channel B is your nitro. Tells you right across this screen. Tells you it's running at 6 mil, which is 10 mics. When you look on your main screen here, nitroglycerin, 10 mics a minute. Say you're going down the road, starts beeping, your nitro's beeping again. Your volume is completed. Your nurses had the volume set. For their half-hour checks, they forgot to change it. You can hit volume, and you can hit it for whatever rate you want. We're going to put it at 25 mil. And you're going to hit start, and that changes. So you have your rate at 10 mics a minute, which is 6 mil an hour. Tells you on your screen, 10 mics a minute, nitroglycerin. And you have the volume set for 25 mil. When you deliver your patient to the hospital, just make sure you tell them that the volume infusion was completed on your nitro. So you and you also titrated up on your nitro because your patient got increased pain. Tell them it's now at 10 mics a minute, and you set your volume to 25 mil. Anytime you change anything on your IV settings on the way to the hospital, make sure you tell the receiving hospital what you did so they can check. You can tell them you had a doctor's order to titrate as needed, the nitro as needed for the pain. Most of the time, if anything, they're going to have you titrate down, which is very simple. You're going to hit channel select. They're going to tell you titrate down as needed. We're going to titrate it down to 5 mics. Say the pain is down to a 1. We're not too concerned about that. We could leave it at 10 mics a minute. That'd be fine. Say their blood pressure is dropping. You now have a pressure of 94/50. All right, they're getting too much nitro. You need to titrate down to 5 mics. Changes it. You change it here. Changes your setting on your rate automatically. You hit start. And you're titrated down to 5 mics a minute. And you'll leave it at that. When it comes to titrating any of your medications, it's usually a good half hour in between changing the settings. Like I said, these drugs are drugs you don't just disconnect from the patient. You need to titrate them down. If it would happen that their blood pressure continues to bottom out, you need to call your doctor, tell him you titrated down, ask him what he wants you to do next, and they can guide you from there.